let's talk about the changes in English. So during this period, English vocabulary expanded because of the French influence. So in many words it related to government, law, and society came from French. Here's the example. We have the government, justice, court, beauty. No, it was another major change. Or yeah, in an example. So another major change naman is that was English grammar became simpler. So many complicated word endings from Old English, it disappeared. No, yung mga word order, it become more important in expressing meanings. So instead of relying on word endings, yung mga English speakers, no, they start relying more on the arrangement of words. Okay, so let's talk about the important figure. We have the Geoffrey Chaucer. So he's one of the most important figure during the Middle English period, no? Si Geoffrey Chaucer. He was an English writer, no, known for his famous work, The Canterbury Tales. Yung Canterbury Tales, no, isa siyang collection of stories written by Geoffrey. So it tells the story of pilgrims who are traveling to Canterbury. So yung work na ito, no, it is important kasi it shows how language or how English was used during the Middle English period. So yung Canterbury, if you are wondering, ano ba yun siya, no? It is a city. It is a place in England that was an important religious destination during the Middle Age. Yung pilgrims naman, those are the people. Right? Those are the people who travel to a place considered important for their faith. So in the Canterbury Tales, no, Chaucer wrote about a group of pilgrims traveling to Canterbury while sharing different stories along the way. So in his writing, he helped show that English could be used as a literary language and contributed to development of English literature. Okay, so move on. We have the early modern English. So it's the standardization and expansion. So the early modern English period developed during the Renaissance period. During this time, English borrowed many words from Greek and Latin because of the growth of science, philosophy, and education. So another important event was the invention of the printing press, which helped standardize English spelling and writing. So because of this period, maraming variations sa spelling ng words, but because books became more common, so yung English, it became more organized. So another major change was the Great Vowel Shift, which changed the pronunciation of many English words. Again, meron na tayong important figures, which is si William Shakespeare. So si William Shakespeare had a major influence on English kasi, no, he introduced many expressions and words that became part of the language. Yung work niya, no, it helped expand the English vocabulary and showed the creativity of the language. Next, we have si William Caxton. So si William Caxton, no, he introduced the printing press sa England. So because of this, yung written English, no, it became more widespread and it did help establish more standardized forms of English. Okay, so moving on, we have the late modern English. It is the growth of vocabulary. So late modern English, na it was characterized by rapid growth of vocabulary. So this happened, no, nangyari ito kasi may mga scientific discoveries na, may mga technological development as well, and of course yung social changes. Okay, so it's yung Industrial Revolution. During the Industrial Revolution, no, madaming inventions and discoveries emerge. So dahil dito, no, yung mga tao, they need new words to describe new technologies, machines, and scientific ideas. British Empire, no, another factor was the expansion of the British Empire. Yung as a Britain, no, colonized different countries, English spread to different parts of the world. Yung through interaction with other culture, English also borrowed words from different languages. Standardization. So during this period, yung mga dictionaries became important in establishing English spelling and usage rules. So one example, no, yung C. Samuel Johnson's Dictionary. It published in 1755. So it influenced the spelling standards. Okay. Last is we have the global English. It is the 20th century to present. English is a world language. So in the modern period, no, English became a global lingua franca. Ano bang lingua franca? Ang lingua franca, no, it means a common language used by people who have different native languages. So ngayon, yung English, of course, it is widely used in international communication, education as well, business, science, and so on. No, spread of English. The spread of English around the world happened because of several factors. First, yung British colonial expansion, which introduced the English to many countries. Second naman is American influence, especially through media, entertainment, technology, and business. Lastly is the globalization increased the need for a common international language. Okay? So meron din tayong new English varieties as the English spread to different regions, no? Of course, nagkakaroon ng varieties that develop based on the local cultures and languages. So example, meron tayong Philippine English, Indian English, Singapore English. Ito yung Singaporean English. But anyway, no, American English as well. So itong mga varieties na to, no, it shows that English, no, it's a living language that continues to change depending on the experiences and needs of its speakers. No.